Going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're going to check out something new. One of my YouTube members, or actually a couple of my YouTube members, want me to start taking a look at some like analog horror stuff. I think I'd be interested in it since I'm interested in SCP and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to check out The Backrooms found footage by Kane Pixels. We're going to check out one of these videos here, see what it's all about. I guess there's some mystery stuff that we're going to have to kind of like go back through and piece together after we watch it. So let's see what this is all about. As always though, links will be down below in the description to the original video here and to Kane Pixels channel. So yeah, if you like this video, you know, go over there, click it up, click the link, you know, give this video a like, check out his channel, see if he's got any content you like, and if you do, give the man some support, give him some subs. But yeah, let's just jump in. I don't really have any kind of expectations as to what this is. I know there's some games kind of based on the Backrooms or with the name Backrooms, so I assume they kind of share the same universe, and it's kind of mystery horror kind of otherworldly situation, I think. But yeah, let's check this out. So volume, boom, let's go. That's a little loud.
Sound. Camera
rolling.
All
No,
right.
I like this. I like this the film style here, like doing this. Okay.
All right, cut. That was good. That was good, guys. All right, that was good. I'm thinking we get a wide angle and then we're done. Okay?
All right. Yeah. Cool. Like how much further? Like
a little more. A little more.
you got?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wonder if this is a situation where it's like they're showing this as high school kids, college kids, or whatever, doing kind of like a film class project, and then something happens and they get trapped in it or something like that. Oh, things are going to cut in and out. Yeah. Okay. Something happens, they fall down, and now they're stuck in the back rooms. Interesting. Short film by Kane Parsons. Okay.
Hello? Hello? Hey guys. What is this?
Okay, so he's stuck in this area by himself. I have seen something like this in a game format, very similar to this. This kind of just how this aesthetic, the yellow walls and kind of like industrial office style looking rooms, with the lighting like this.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah. I mean, this would definitely be a creepy experience in and of itself. Just like in this weird place by yourself. And yeah, look at that. It's almost kind of like Inception looking space. Like, with the idea of like not necessarily knowing what direction you're going, no real like markers or any kind of indication, and like, what is this? Yeah, like a ladder going into nowhere. Yeah, liminal horror's taking off since. Yeah. I feel like also like this kind of situation would be much better in almost the game format too, because it's more immersive, but also like one of the issues that horror games really have for me is they rely on jump scares, and jump scares don't really do it for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't really care about jump scares. But like something more of like this, where it's almost like it gives you that kind of like claustrophobic feel of being trapped in an area and builds on that anxiety. That would be something that I could get into a little bit more than what I guess mainstream horror games, if you want to call that, is like they do. Like, I guess the only kind of like mainstream horror-ish game that I've played in any kind of recent times that I enjoyed was Alien Isolation. Like, I didn't really care for the Amnesia games. What What was that other game that came out around the same time as Amnesia that I can't think of? That a lot of people liked, where you kind of like have to use a camera to like get night vision as you're going through because it's dark. I forget what it's called. They made a sequel of it. I didn't really necessarily care for that either. So.
Can anybody hear me? Hello?
I do like the old school kind of like VHS style with the old aspect ratio as well. See, like, what was that? Like this creepy looking, it looked like there was an arm over here. Yeah, Outlast, yeah. But yeah, like just this idea of like not really knowing where you're going. Are you actually going anywhere? Are you just like stuck in a maze somewhere, you know? Is there even an entrance or exit? Are the arrows actually taking you where you're supposed to go or not? Just the idea of not knowing. And just being there by yourself.
What the hell?
What does that say? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, rip. He did say stay still. And again, now you're just getting even more lost, right? I'm like, look at that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that's a very creepy noise. See, the thing for me too is like, for me personally in situations like this, my flight or fight response is to defend myself. Like the first thing that I would always be looking for in this is some kind of way to make some kind of weapon to protect myself. So if something comes at me, I can at least have some chance of defending myself if I can't get away from it. You know what I mean? So like, also that aspect of, you know, potentially not being able to make anything to defend yourself, like right here with these stairs, I would try to kick out some of these pieces of wood or something like that to try to make something to defend myself with. You know what I mean? Like even just a basic little club. Yeah, the whole analog aesthetic is the reason the name of the analog. Yeah, right. Pretty sure you play Coast Extension early in the video. You can see it was, yeah. No, there were a couple of spots that, yeah, like, yeah, I pointed out, like, look, oh, there was something over there. But then now, yeah, we're going up this creepy set of stairs in the darkness, or this room with darkness, or what is this over here on the side with this whole other aesthetic look? Like, where are we supposed to go? What is the right choice? Is there a way to go? Oh, now you turn the lights off. He's gonna appear one time. Interesting.
Holy shit. What the fuck is this place?
Yeah, for real. Random dumpster just in the middle of nothing. The other thing to me too is like, you know, I guess I would assume that this is like a set that they actually set up, you know what I mean? So it's like, did they find some kind of abandoned office that they can come and do this in? You know what I mean? Or did they have to rent a place out and set some of the stuff up? Like, I would also be very interested in like the behind the scenes of how they made this. CGI. I mean, yeah. Really well done CGI. Well, and I mean, it kind of like the, I guess, what would be considered like obvious CGI stuff that you see in films nowadays. Like they could kind of like mask that out with this aspect ratio and like the old VHS style. So, I mean, it could very well be CGI, and it's hard to necessarily tell just because of how it's filmed itself. Like this like filter noise issue that's going on. This is giving me like Half-Life vibes going into here. Good lord, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck? This isn't real. This isn't real.
I mean, for real.
This
Like,
isn't real.
the Tarkov player in me wants to search all of these file cabinets for things. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if this was made in a game engine. Unity or Unreal or something like that. And now you're back here.
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, yeah, someone wrote that stuff on the wall, right? When we're done with this, I want to go back and take a look and see what was written on there. It said stand still, but there was other stuff written on there. The fuck was that? What the fuck is that, dude? You turn around, it's gonna be there. Yep. Yep. Okay, now we're falling. This is where I'll just be like, okay, I'm done. Good night. Interesting. Interesting. So did he make it back to the real world or not? Okay. So the main thing that I want to do is, like I said, I want to like go back to the writing on the wall and see if we could see what was like actually written on everything. The arrow's pointing over here. Okay, that's kind of blurry. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Yeah, okay, so it says don't move, stay still, obviously. I guess this is supposed to be like the face of the thing looking at you. Windows with sun showing outwards. You can't really see anything else, right? I don't know. It's kind of difficult to really tell what all that is. Yeah, the original horror of the backrooms concept that Kane Pixels says is that the idea of no clipping from video games. Phasing outside the map, so to speak. Right. Huh. I mean, yeah, the arrows are pointing in the direction that leads into this. You can't really see what any of this writing is, and it's hard to really tell
What the hell?
what any of the writing, what else is here.
What the hell?
Just because it's blurry, you know? Oh, I think those are hash marks. So someone was sitting here making a calendar. Someone had been trapped in there for a long time. Okay. So if these are hash marks, these are hash marks, and these are probably hash marks, then someone had been here and been trapped in here a long time. And I guess this is like them making a depiction of what they've seen. You know, looking out the window, seeing the sun, and the real world, I guess you could say. I wonder if this is supposed to be the representation of the creepy creature that keeps seeing, him. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's interesting to say to stay still. Well, I mean, maybe it's like a T-Rex where its vision's based on movement. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, well,
What the hell?
whoever got here, did they escape or did they get killed? Because then it's like, if they died, then staying still obviously didn't help them. The eyes are really creepy though. They remind me of, like, when you hear the depiction of like the Greys, the aliens or whatever. That's what this reminds me of, these like big, dark, elongated eyes. I'm assuming, yeah, this is supposed to represent the creature or whatever that's following them. I'm trying to see what this says. It said go. It said God. Let's slow this down here. God. What? I don't think we can see what the other word is. God, what? What the fuck does that say? God damn it. God closed? Yeah, I don't know. Don't move, and then there's handprints everywhere. Stay still. And yeah, this thing just goes. Now that looks different than the other thing later on, right? It's also interesting that it's like a 2D looking creature, right? It's almost like flat. So I wonder if that's like part of this, is like, this is supposed to be like a 2D dimension in between our dimensions, and we're like a 3D, creature brought into what is a 2D dimension, but I don't know. I always thought it was the same creature the whole video. It might be. But like, it makes different noises than the one later on, right? And it's got like those big black eyes. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell the noise there compared to earlier. Interesting. Yeah, so then he passed back out, and then I guess he fell down in the real world and died, and all that's left is the camera, huh? Go frame by frame. It's not moving forward for me. Oh, you mean, the okay. Gotcha. Interesting. I didn't know that. Cool. Okay. I remember as the camera came back, but he didn't. That could be the case too. Yeah, it could have been that it got him and he dropped the camera. As God, I think, I don't know if that's closed or what. Maybe it looks like it might be. Yeah, sun, you know, hills, whatever. Don't move, stay still. Can't tell if that's anything down there, if that's just more hash marks. I think these are just more hash marks. That almost looks like it says it and has, but if it is, and then it's like repeating, so maybe these are just hash marks too. Yeah, I don't know. This look, I mean, maybe it's just it upright, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's some weird, like, thin looking black thing like the other thing was. So I don't know. This also one looks like it has more limbs. Whereas, I don't know, this thing, you know, maybe it's just it bent over and walking weird. I don't know. That could be the same creature. But interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really, God, just close the eyes. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Not really sure what else to really kind of gather or infer from this, but I mean, yeah, it's
Like, how much further? Like,
A little more. A little more.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
like he backs up and falls. And I guess it's like you said, the idea that he like clipped through the world and into here. So like, I don't know. Like I said, maybe because the creature is like this kind of like flat plane, maybe like he fell into what's supposed to be like a 2D dimension, like a crack between dimensions, and he fell into what's supposed to be a 2D dimension. Because we're three-dimensional creatures, he sees this space in 3D, but the other creature is a two-dimensional creature, so it can, it's only like has two-dimensional plane movements or something. I don't know. I could just be like inferring some other weird stuff. You know what I mean? There aren't that many clues in this first one. There'll be more in the future videos. Gotcha. So interesting. Interesting. I do like it though. I like the whole idea of. I just like the aesthetic of it. You know, of the idea that it's essentially kind of like a high school or college film project that these guys are doing, and this person falls and ends up in this strange area that is just this kind of maze. He's there by himself, and like I said, for me, like most horror stuff in general doesn't really do it for me unless there's a good story in it. Like John Carpenter's The Thing, for example. I like that movie. It's a horror movie, and I like it because it has a good and interesting story to it. There's a mystery surrounding it, what the thing actually is, where it come from, all that kind of stuff. But like a lot of movies like that came out when I was growing up that were horror movies, like the Scream franchise and stuff like that, I never really cared or got into. Just because I don't know, I just really couldn't get into them. I didn't really care for them as much. The first Saw I really liked, but after the first Saw movie, that just became more of like shock value, like what more and how many different ways can we put people in these weird, crazy situations that could be like a gruesome death for them kind of a situation, you know what I mean? So, oh, you can actually see it grab him here. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can. You can. So yeah. He got. And then yeah, we just see the camera fall. That is weird looking, brother. And then yeah, it looks like he might have got his head taken off or something there at the end. Okay. So yeah. Interesting. So, but yeah, like the idea of this being a situation where it implies like a kind of sense of claustrophobia, in the sense that like you're in an open space, but you have no idea where you're going. You're still trapped here. You don't know if there is an exit, how you got here to begin with. Is where you going the right way? And then also it's just like strange, you know, like there's a ladder here leading to this room. There's all these weird dark turns. There's this depiction on the wall here, and obviously someone else has been here before. Then it goes into this room where there's like potentially other ways to go. There's this like dark way over here. There's this stairway that seems to lead up to nothing, where there's just a light switch. I don't think he explores where this goes. There's, you know, what is this supposed to mean? You know, is this again like you're seeing from a 2D dimension, like other portals to this 3D world or something like that, or just to another dimension? You know, the idea of where are we going? And then like, yeah, this the change here from where he was to like this, and seeing like hundreds potentially, or maybe even thousands of different like ways to go, and this gap in between, and like where does this gap go? Does it lead to nothing? Where do all these, like, just the idea of not knowing, you know, being truly taken out of your element and not knowing is very interesting. It's a very interesting kind of take on horror. And they really didn't even have to have like some kind of creature there attacking you or going after you. It could have just easily been this scenario of you're trapped, you don't know really where to go, and it keeps bringing on this building sense of claustrophobia and anxiety. So very cool. And of course, I like the whole, you know, VHS, you know, aspect ratio and kind of filmography, you know, cinematography. I like it. Very cool. So there you go. That was the first in this Backrooms series by Kane Pixels. Links will be down below in the description to the original video and to Kane Pixels channel. So please, you know, if you haven't seen them already, check out the original video, click the link, give it a like, check out his channel, and yeah, give him a sub if you like this content. Yeah, most analog horror tend to start slow and then start to ramp up. The craziness or horror with every entry. Some to take a few entries, some to pick up. Gotcha. Cool. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to getting into more. And so yeah, as you can see, we're doing this reaction live for my YouTube members. If you would like to come in here and hang out and join the discussions as we do this live, we'd love to have you in here. I also generally tend to have videos queued up for you know, a few days to a week ahead of time. So if you'd like to get early access to those videos, you absolutely can. There's a join button down below. Check that out. See if there's any YouTube membership benefits that have any interest for you. Regardless, I just appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and watching the videos. If you enjoyed this reaction, you know, give the video a like and a sub, and it would help me and help the channel grow. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll see you on the